Investigators are looking into what caused a plane crash in Tulare County over the weekend that killed 4 people. Now, officials say the single-engine aircraft took off from Visalia Airport just before 7 p.m. on Saturday, crashing just seconds after takeoff. The National Transportation Safety Board arrived on the scene on Sunday and took over the investigation.
Today, the Delano City Council is scheduled to elect a new mayor. The special meeting set for 5:30 this afternoon. The council votes amongst themselves about who will be mayor. That person serves a 1-year term. Now, currently, the city is represented by Mayor Brian Osorio, who has announced that he is stepping down to run for Congress.
Californians making the trip to Vegas could soon see a little less traffic on the road. Governor Gavin Newsom and Nevada Governor Steve Sisolak announced a joint project to expand Interstate 15. Now, the aim is to ease congestion during peak hours. According to the announcement, Caltrans will use the shoulder as a third lane during some of the busiest travel times on Sundays and Mondays. The project will begin in the spring and be finished by the end of the summer. Governor Newsom says more permanent fixes are needed, but did not say anything about what those would be.
Obviously, we'll work.
Well, it is a film that puts those who fought for our country in the spotlight. Oildale, shot entirely in Bakersfield, and the Fox Theater hosted a screening this weekend. 23
ABC's Kristen Barton tells us more about the movie and the very important message behind it.
Hey. Thanks.
In feature film Oildale, 2 strangers meet one day on the streets of Bakersfield.
Do you think I can sing?
Yes, you can. Just don't give up.
And to the tune of the Bakersfield sound it's paved with, human kindness gradually salving those wounds.
Everyone's going through something. There's a story behind every happy face, you know, especially, whether you're an 18-year-old young girl or you're a veteran.
Jessica Costello plays Carly in Oildale. This motion picture filmed completely in Bakersfield. Struggling to make ends meet while taking care of her brother and her gramps, who is a World War II veteran, the 18-year-old rents out rooms to 3 homeless veterans. Phil Painter, a Vietnam War veteran who plays Gramps, explains the importance of this message.
I realize there are other veterans out there, not as old maybe as Gramps, who could use help too. So they sort of help other veterans, and it gives you an idea how difficult it is after serving your country, coming home and sort of being abandoned or forgotten. And it kind of wakes that spirit up in you, spirit of patriotism maybe, I hope.
As Carly helps them find their way, the veterans aid her in discovering her voice, encouraging Carly to enter a talent contest at the Bakersfield Fox Theater that can help her realize her dream and take care of her biological and found family.
And since then, a lot more soldiers coming back home to heal. These men are war heroes.
And the Fox Theater had a starring role in the film as well. Leads performing right on the stage to a crowd of 500 extras.
This historic theater, and I'm glad it is preserved on film. This film does a good job at exploring PTS, post-traumatic stress. People don't understand a lot of times that a lot of the wounds aren't physical, but mental. And this film does a really good job of, I believe, showing that.
Actor and musician Brant Cotton plays Clyde, radio personality and host of the talent contest the film leads up to. He not only has roots in Bakersfield as a native, but regularly helps with the Wounded Heroes Fund. The cast and crew having their reunion screening of Oildale since 2019. Sunday night at the Bakersfield Fox Theater in honor of the film's long-awaited DVD release. In the audience were some of Kern County's 50,000 veterans, and 10% of the ticket proceeds going directly to the Wounded Heroes Fund. In Bakersfield, Kristen Vartan, 23 ABC News, connecting you.
And the Fox Theater's Cults and Classics series continues tonight. You can see Gremlins starting at 7 p.m. The doors open an hour before showtime. Tickets can be purchased at the door. They cost $5.
Skiers and snowboarders took to Big Bear this weekend for the first time this season. The resort opened up on Friday for the general public. You can see crews using snow machines to help top up the snowpack. In other places across the state, ski resorts opened up in late October after a storm brought rain and snow to high elevations.
Temple Bethel celebrated Hanukkah over the weekend by selling a latke brunch. That's right, it's the fourth year the temple held the brunch, which includes latkes, which are potato pancakes, applesauce, and sour cream. Yes, it's good. The temple says they made more than 300. The items were cooked in oil to represent the Festival of Lights. The food only available for pickup.
This is a great way for people to know there's a Jewish community that is vibrant, committed to perpetuating itself forward with a lot of pride in our history as a Jewish people.
And today is the last day of Hanukkah. This holiday is celebrated usually in December, although this year the 8 days actually began in late November.
Second Saturday is this weekend, and organizers say a record number of businesses are taking part. The event works to highlight businesses in the downtown, and every month a map is released of those businesses that are offering special discounts or those that have offers and experiences aimed at getting residents to support local businesses. You can find the map for this week at bakersfieldsecondsaturday.com.
Kern County Animal Shelter has announced they'll be holding another holiday foster event later this month. The shelter will be closed for Christmas and New Year's, and they're hoping to get as many dogs into homes as possible. During the last foster event, 37 dogs and 9 cats were able to spend the holidays with a family. The event is from December 22nd from 2 p.m. until 7 p.m.
Oh, that video just breaks my heart. Well, coming up here on 23ABC News, charges have been filed in connection to a string of retail smash and grabs in the Bay Area. What warning the state attorney general has for thieves.
I'm John Matteries. Tired of clothing and gadgets? How about giving someone an experience gift like indoor skydiving? That story coming up.
Multiple people have pleaded guilty to one of the largest retail thefts in California history. Attorney General Rob Bonta says 5 defendants were involved in a multi-million-dollar scheme targeting Bay Area retailers. The defendants pled guilty to felony charges, including conspiracy, receiving stolen property, and money laundering. The lead defendant is set to be sentenced to 6 years in prison.
Today's announcement should serve as a warning shot to anyone thinking about participating in organized retail theft and committing brazen crimes with no regard for the safety of workers, our businesses, and our community. You will be held accountable. You will face consequences.
Multiple retailers have closed their doors in the Bay Area due to an increased number of these types of thefts. They're now stretching across the state, impacting other areas like Los Angeles.
Residents in the Bay Area are angry that a local CVS store is closing its doors. Now, residents say that it's a lifeline to their community, and they're upset that another resource is leaving the area. The CVS is located inside the Merritt Gateway Shopping Center. All prescriptions are being transferred to a nearby Target, but community members say that it's still not the same.
I've been here over almost 20 years, and this store has been here since I moved in. It's very convenient. We don't have much here in Marin City, and this would be a loss to the community.
This community deserves our help, and not everybody has cars, and so I think it's a shame that this is happening.
The store is scheduled to close down on December 22nd. They haven't given a reason for the closure.
Honda drivers, listen up to this recall alert. The car maker recalling nearly 725,000 SUVs and pickups. Take a look at the list right there. Honda says the hoods can open while the car's in motion. The recall includes the 2019 Passport, Pilots from 2016 to 2019, and Ridgelines from 2017 to 2020. The dealers say they'll fix the problem at no cost.
Still haven't found that perfect gift? Well, stop wandering the mall aimlessly. Instead, consider an experience gift with memories that can last for years. Consumer reporter John Matteries shows some amazing gift ideas so you don't waste your money.
Sure, you could give that special someone another Christmas sweater. Or you could give them this instead, an experience of a lifetime. That's Nidra McDaniel, mom and travel blogger, trying indoor skydiving. She's at iFly, a chain with 24 locations nationwide from Florida to California.
My name's Chris. All right, I'm going to be your instructor.
For about $75 a person, you get a training session, flight suit and helmet, and then a skydiving experience in this 30-foot wind tunnel.
Loved it. It was so much fun.
And as a gift, she says,
And they'll always look back and remember that time they had and the person who gave them that gift.
but indoor skydiving is just one of several experience gifts that a loved one will remember for years to come. Nidra says a simple Google search for experience gifts will turn up dozens of activities. She recently tried indoor axe throwing. Not for you? How about combat archery? Don't worry, they train you and it's all supervised.
Combat archery is kind of like a Nerf war, except you have an arrow with a soft tip at the end.
If that's a bit too extreme, consider a gift of cooking classes or a food tour if your area has them.
You can learn more about the city and great restaurants in the area, and you're guided through the experience for about 2 hours, and so you visit multiple restaurants.
You can also find pub tours, and if that loved one is not a drinker, consider an afternoon tea session. They'll feel like royalty and you don't waste your money. I'm John Matarese.
A new program is working to get Central Valley residents into electric cars. The Clean Vehicle Empowerment Collaborative hosted a test drive in Fresno over the weekend. The organization provides clients who are looking to buy an electric vehicle with $13,000. The money comes from the state and other programs. For more information, you can head to the website evequity.com. Brandon's back with another check of the forecast. In your last hit, you referenced a change heading our way.
Yeah, a big change. We haven't seen rain in quite some time here. We've already got a rain chance within the next 24 hours here, and then a more significant rain chance as we head further into the week here. But right now, nothing on the radar, but quite a bit of gray on this picture. We've got quite a bit of low clouds that are kind of built in here this morning, and they're going to stay with us quite some time. FutureCast actually doing a really good job picking up on this low cloud activity here in the valley. You see, as we head through the midday hours, we start to see that breaking, and I think we will actually get some peaks of sunshine as we get into the afternoon here. But that first rain chance already in the forecast over